Is Dorco? Okay, Dorco is there. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure my stream is like running because I want to watch this. I don't. If the chat comes in like 5 frames after I've started, they can shut up for a second because I really want to watch this like right now. It seems to be stop recording. I don't want to record stream. It seems to be started automatically. Yes, it is going. I need this documented. Let's go. Are you going to be watching on your own screen, or do you want me to stream to your device or to Discord?
Mm,
Because
how? Yeah.
I have found a way to
I mean,
reduce my usages, so I think I could stream to Discord.
then it would be for the best that we see the same screen, just so we are better coordinated, synchronized.
Yeah. Share your screen. Then again, this might also yeah, I'm only at 28% usage and I'm already streaming. This might actually let me stream Secret of the Mimic. That would be insane if I could do that. I'd love to do a repeat playthrough of that. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong screen share. Hang on. Share my screen, and then we gotta go to the hurry up Discord. Discord, come on. You're letting me down. You're really letting me down right now. Screens.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been
actually,
letting us down for a while, honestly.
applications, frame rate. Yeah, sure. It's gonna have to be lower frame rate, I guess. So first, I want to test just to make sure audio is playing. So let me know if audio plays in these first few seconds. Did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Nice. We are ready to go, and still only at 20% usage. Holy shit, I'd totally be able to play Secret of the Mimic with this. Okay.
And I love your trending page saying,
I need FNAF 2. Right fucking now, I need this film. This is gonna mean so much to me. For those watching, someone's already watched it and saying the trailer's awesome. I've heard good things about it already as well because it got leaked earlier today. I just no, we'll just watch the trailer first because you gotta go. I will just watch the trailer.
okay, yeah, you see that it really looks really similar
Freddy
to
Fazbear's
the.
Pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location. This is the original. Nobody's been here for decades. Some little girl got murdered here.
Girl. Oh.
Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
It's the original. Charlotte was murdered here.
Yeah, and it mentions the girl, not the different Harley incident.
The puppet.
So this is what it's like? Being normal?
No.
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
How's that be?
Some days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
Hey,
Ooh.
This story that you're gonna fix those animatronics? It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
Abby,
oh,
Abby, help us,
Oh god.
come find us. I will
that's
show
decent.
you the way.
Hi.
ew.
Oh no.
Go, Mango! Hi, Mango!
They're out there, Mike.
Whoa, that was a puppet. Whoa.
Where are you gonna run to?
What the?
I'm not done with you.
Damn. Oh. He's doing
No
it.
way that'll work.
Oh my god!
Why? I wasn't expecting it to reveal the winners.
Oh my god. I feel so bad because my dad's trying to stream in the other room. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna yell at whoever the fuck is DMing me. You!
Me?
Hey, what do I yell? It's Weedus. What do I yell at him? We can go all
Of course.
hands. We can say whatever we want. Is Weedus. What do we yell at him?
Go and
I
your live
was
stream.
live streaming and your dumbass nerds were interrupting my viewer experience. Say hello to the stream, by the way. Oh, I think I was too mean.
Nah, it was fine. Sir.
It's okay, I was being dramatic for funny video purposes. Oh, okay. Oh, alright, anyway, as I was saying, again, I'm gonna put myself on Do Not Disturb, actually, just so this doesn't continue to happen. My dad's trying to live stream in the other room, so I think I was just screaming just then, and, I totally probably went through his mic too.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, he's live stream?
yeah, dad streams too. Oh, wait, the poor internet. I just realized this. Our internet's probably shitting itself. Anyway,
Probably.
this was revealed. Yes, John, this is real. This was from the Comic-Con. Okay.
Yeah, it looks too polished not to be real, honestly.
There's no fucking way. Yeah, just look at it for 5 seconds. This is obviously real. It's obviously like. Ooh, I was just skipping through frames.
Holy shit! What a frame to stop by.
Holy shit! There's a couple great shots of the puppet in this. I noticed there was a few that were just blink and you miss it.
Yeah, I honestly I wasn't expecting the puppet to just walk, but honestly this makes her even more terrifying.
Also, chat won't have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But remember when I had this meltdown over the idea that MCM and Fredbear's can't be the same location, therefore FNAF 6 and MCM can't be in the same location? And I was so convinced that the Pizza Sim location was Fredbear's because Into the Pit confirmed there's a Freddy's that is a Fredbear's location. So anyway, this film comes out and says this is the original Freddy's location that Charlotte was killed at.
Yeah.
So this now adds evidence.
They don't mention the 87 children or anything.
Yeah, this now adds evidence to the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 pizzeria being Fredbear's, which might fix my meltdown dilemma. It'd be really, really nice if that was true. It would work really nicely with my theories. It's probably not true because of the film timeline, the games are separate, and the games don't indicate this whatsoever in any way, aside from dumbass theories that could easily be debunked, but you know. Ugh. Okay, so some context, because I freaked the fuck out over this. My thumbnail was so rushed, and I couldn't stay silent watching this, I feel bad. The reason why... Whoa, what shot was that I just landed on?
Yeah.
I landed on a sick shot. What the fuck was it? Was it the Freddy mark? No, this was not the shot. This was not the shot. Where the fuck is the shot? What the... Wait, is that my baby? That's my baby! That's my baby! That's Foxy! It's Foxy! Hi!
Yeah. I love just Mike looking at the Fazbear mask like it was the Green Goblin mask or something.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I noticed that this part of the head was missing before I noticed the eye patch. Because when I think of like Withered Foxy, the big defining trait for Withered Foxy specifically is the chunk taken out of the head. Because regular Foxy and other Foxy variants do have this chunk still. It's only Withered Foxy that's missing this chunk. So this is the piece that I look for when I try and look for Withered Foxy, which meant I missed the big glaring obvious eye patch.
It's just pattern recognition from your part.
Oh,
Just the wrong one.
So Rainbow Plushies in my chat says that because you see the puppet behind Vanessa, that it confirms that she'll be the one who dies, and she'll die from the puppet's hand. Because remember, the tagline for this film is "This time there are no second chances," which implies that to a lot of people that there might be an important death in this film. I don't know
Yeah,
how I feel about that.
maybe.
Personally, I just think it's just raised stakes in general. I don't think it inherently means someone has to die. But
I think someone will. It's the second movie. I didn't. I was going to say it's not going to be Mike, but he technically dies since it's a location. He's just brought back.
that's
So
actually who
maybe, but yeah,
I was actually predicting it was going to be Mike. If someone did have to die, purely because he dies. The main protagonist of both the novels and the games dies and then comes back. So I thought that
yeah,
would make sense to be a trend to follow in the films if they really wanted to. But the counter argument to that is every time the protagonist has come back, it's been from some really stupid concept that the films totally aren't gonna touch. Because, like, there's
yeah.
no fucking way that the films are going into Charlie Block territory. And there's no way that the films are going to go into literal purple guy territory. So it makes a lot of sense if the films didn't follow through on that. But if it had to, yeah. But I could totally see it
I
being
was
Vanessa.
imagining. Yeah, I was imagining Phil Mike just purple without effects or anything. He just painted purple.
Someone should make an edit of that. Just take this frame of Josh Hutcherson and just purple it. You know, I know photo editing.
No, that would make for a great thumbnail.
Okay, I pressed print screen. Now I have to wait 5 years for the. Here we go, for the print screen to actually appear. This is worth it. This is worth it. This is worth it. Yeah, here's my thumbnail that I made 5 seconds before I started the stream.
Hey, better late than never.
Yeah, okay. How do we purple this guy? I think we go with a lasso tool. I think this is my weapon of choice. So you go around this, you go around the ear. I think we can take a bit of the hair too. It's not that coloured, so we can work with this. Take the
Seeing
ear.
anything, but I was surprised by the end result.
Hang on. I've nearly purpled this guy. I think I accidentally moved the entire fucking thing, but that's okay. We'll work with what we've got. Erroneous or not. I lied. Okay, so now, hue and saturation. You can't see any of this. You're gonna have to join the live stream now, pal. Never mind. Wait for the image to be sent on Discord.
Yeah, well, I'll just watch it like this and I think, okay, yeah, I'm just going to see the end result when you send it. Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's getting sent to Weedus. Oh my fucking god. Okay. So Glitch 2024 comments, so in this spin of events, Five Freddy's 2 Freddy's was the original location. Yes. It seems like the second game Freddy's is the original, which might mean that the MCI might have happened here, but I think it's not. I don't think it does. I think the MCI happens at the first film Freddy's, and this is the Fredbear's stand-in, because Charlotte dies here. So
Yeah, we've spoken about it a couple times. It doesn't seem like Scott is really keen on the idea of the 87 missing kids.
yeah, no, he doesn't.
While
He doesn't give a fuck.
he
Yeah.
just confirmed, they didn't speak about the the 87 victims, so it doesn't seem like they happened. Just Charlie's death.
Yeah, it's just Charlotte. But that means that. Ooh, hi Mango, hi.
Okay.
So, Charlotte, that means. Hang on, I gotta think this through for a sec. Is Charlotte controlling the toy animatronics? Is that what we're believing?
Yeah, I think so. I can see Charlie going like that.
Oh, either that, or the theory that the. It's actually showing the
That's yellow
MCR
red.
on screen.
That's not even screen. That's yellow red.
they're showing the original MCI on screen in this film. I wonder how. I Because it could be a case of I thought that maybe they'd see it on some video footage or read about it in like Williams' lab or something. This is not video footage or anything. This happens in the film. Is this a
Yeah, this is just
hallucination?
flashback.
Like,
This could be
oh,
this is with Freddy, but I don't remember the name. Gabriel.
hear me out. Remember how in Fights Freddy's 2, you have those death minigames?
Yeah.
Do you see the vision already?
Oh, I think that's the point. This.
They're doing the death minigames, but without the abstraction. It's just on
Yeah.
screen, I think.
Then I really want to see how they adapt Go Foxy Go. Maybe the one with Charlie's death is it's combined with the Fnaf 6 one where the security puppet goes outside on frame.
Well, considering this is the film timeline, it'll probably just be something completely different again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, another thing I want to call out here. In the first film, we get told, I don't know, wait, it's either in the film or the film's novelization, I don't quite remember, so correct me if it's not in the film itself. But it is stated that Garrett was killed before any of the Freddy's murders, which means in this timeline, it's Crying Child, Puppet, MCI, which is interesting. Again, no bearing on the game's timeline, but in this timeline.
Exactly. I just remembered you mentioning that Garrett, for some reason, was confirmed not to possess any of the animatronics.
Yes, that was in the novelization for sure. I remember that. Yeah, that little girl is. They didn't say it, but the little girl that got killed is obviously Charlotte, I think. I don't think we need to analyze that any further.
Yes. That's the iconic.
Fuck me.
Yeah. You think she's going to like? I don't think she's going to attack just on a jump scare. Maybe she has the strings on her hands to strangle. What's that the verb? Just to kill people with so they don't breathe. I don't remember the verb exactly.
Hey, so
But she's definitely going to attack.
Sniff. Sniff.
That's fair. I have yours.
The puppet Charlotte Emily just really wants to know what shampoo Vanessa uses. This isn't a death scene. Hey, is that L'Oreal Palace? Whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, God. So, Nosy Collins asked, is he the Mimic? There's no freaking way the Mimic is going to be involved in the game, in the film's timeline.
Absolutely zero chance. Like, they're not making the lore complicated. They're mostly straightforward with some good Easter eggs, but no way to put it in.
Although I will say, it does still bother me a lot that there is one kid named in the first film. In a picture hanged on the wall, there is exactly one name for a kid. Take a guess what their name is from the context of this conversation.
Charlie, Garrett,
David.
Jeremy.
David.
Oh, of course.
There's a kid named David in the first film.
He just went there for some ice cream.
So it's like, if the Murray family appear in, like, not this film, obviously, this is obviously they haven't set up for it here, but if they appear in film 3, it has technically already been foreshadowed. But more likely it's just a callback, but,
all the levels of foreshadowing. Also, looking at the trailer, there is. I sent you a screenshot. I find it really interesting because it's like a reboot that wasn't on the original location. It's at the start on second 15.
Huh. What the? This is giving me major Ruin vibes, right?
Yeah. because I can remember the Foxy ride and such, but I don't think there was ever anything like this on the FNAF 2 location or even Black.
No, I know the FNAF 2 location pretty well. This is, I mean, you don't need to know the location pretty well to know this isn't a thing, but this is definitely not a thing in FNAF 2. And even when like Hope Wanted and expanded and stuff in the not really Hope, Curse of Dreadbear, but it still didn't have this, and this is clearly the FNAF 2 location too. This isn't some other area because there's a million puppets around the place.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating in its own right. What the fuck are these things?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just going basically frame by frame on the trailer, just trying to see anything interesting.
I'd be doing the same thing if I wasn't just so distracted by its existence. It's like I'm still kind of processing that this is a thing and how good it looks. Oh, there's a balloon boy in here in the water. Oh, here comes
yeah.
Mike. Oh,
That's
Mike.
why he appeared on the trailer, just swimming in.
Mike was so freaked out about Balloon Boy in the first one.
Just imagine if Balloon Boy somehow has the most kills on this movie.
He might be the cupcake of this film. Because there was actually a reason why the cupcake did so much in film 1, and it's because it's the only animatronic that reasonably shouldn't one-shot you. Because all the others would one-shot, right? They wouldn't leave you just injured. And so that's why they used the cupcake so much. It's because they wanted to have a threat that wouldn't kill and could just injure. But then, because the cupcake was the only one, it led to them being kind of feeling overused. If you think about Five Freddy's 2, which characters would reasonably not kill you? Balloon Boy's number 1 on that list.
Yeah. Then there's JJ, which I imagine she's going to be just an Easter egg, and maybe the paper pulse.
Yeah, I feel the same way about JJ. I think JJ will appear as an Easter egg only. I'm not sure about the Shadow animatronics though now, because Shadow Freddy was in film 1. There's no real way to bring Shadow Freddy into film 2 without having a whole Maxine plot here. And I don't think they're going to do that, honestly.
Shadow Freddy.
And
how was a physical suit? I mean,
yeah, how and like RXQ just wouldn't work in a live action at all. Period. There's no way to make that character look real because it inherently doesn't. So I don't think RXQ will appear. So maybe that's why Shadow Freddy was in film 1 because they knew they weren't going to do the shadows here, so they wanted to use
and
that.
hearing out of this, maybe on one frame of something, a small scene, Toy Bonnie appears like RXQ because the Shadow Bonnie is just a recolored Toy Bonnie.
Yeah, they could just do like a they could make a silhouette of Toy Bonnie. What is this picture you've sent me with the door? Is there something here I'm supposed to be noticing?
Yeah, I mean,
or
I'm
just
curious because because the girl on the trailer just goes downstairs. I think there was a location like that on the original pizzeria either.
Yeah, I'm only now realizing that you probably sent this to me because it's ominous that this area exists in the first place.
Yeah.
Look, man,
it seems like they're going to change the layout a lot. I mean, in the original, in the first film, they kept it really close to the game location.
Yeah.
But here, that changed a lot.
No, I disagree, because film 1 had a very different Freddy's as well. It was way bigger and way better.
True.
But I do know what you mean though, because this isn't even look like it's part of a pizzeria. There's like a whole basement thing.
Yeah, for the starters, the film had to incorporate a door, a welcome door, because I don't think that was on the original location actually.
Yeah, wait, Five Freddy's 2 is explicitly stated to not have... Oh, there's no doors in the office, there's still doors. I just remembered that Parts and Service has a door. Yeah. I don't know why I thought for a second there was no doors, period.
Okay, let me continue.
Fascinating. I love mango. Where's the mango? Ooh, yellow rabbit. Rabbit.
Yeah, that's definitely not even Springtrap or Spring Bunny.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Also, this
This yellow rabbit hand has withering in this shot.
nah, this has to be an hallucination. No way.
Yeah, right. Because if it was the actual one, it'd look like it would be rotten and spring chappy. That's got to be a hallucination. Yeah, this is the Vanessa hallucination. You're right. It is. It is.
Yeah. Also, this is just me, but Mike and Vanessa are just on a date on this image, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're totally getting together. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, some people thought that they'd be siblings because they but I think Mike not being an Afton kind of destroys that. And I know some people think that, oh, maybe Mike is an Afton in the films. I don't think so. I don't think there's a grand conspiracy behind that. I think he's just Mike Schmidt. Yeah,
Also,
I also love
I
this.
imagine this is just how the prototypes look, but it reminds me to the Secret of the Mimic, the prototype location that had a chica that looked just like this.
The
Yeah, I
prototype,
imagine that's how.
the secret of the secret of the Mimic prototypes look nothing like little figures. I mean, not even like the plastic. This is like plastic. This is clear. The secret of the Mimic had like solid metal pieces.
I don't know. It just reminded me to that.
I have spent a lot of time with Secret of the Mimic. I gotta experiment with streaming it at some point. Ooh, my laptop's on low power mode. Let's fix that. Because I can do this without fearing it will overheat now. Woohoo.
Oh yeah, I remember when you tried to live stream Secret of the Mimic and your laptop just exploded.
It just, OBS just fucking crashed. I knew it was gonna run poorly, but like I didn't expect it to deadass crash. Hi Foxy, hi! He looks really good.
Yeah.
He looks so
Oh,
good.
that speaking machine with Toy Freddy's called Fast Talker. Curious.
What? Oh, the Fast Talker.
Yes,
Yeah, the Fast Talker is totally a puppet, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's just how it speaks in the minigames. And they're totally going to reference the gameplay mechanics this time. Because remember one of the complaints from the first film is they didn't reference the game enough? Mike looking at this mask here is totally them taking that criticism and they're going to make him actually try that.
Yeah, there's even a shot. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. The one with our chica where we just see through the mask as with the chica's walking in.
Ooh, okay, I gotta get to that. Whoa, she looks beautiful. Whoa. Right? Look, if I saw this genuinely, I would absolutely want to give her a hug. Look how cuddly she looks.
Really gripped you with her arms. She just can't.
Oh, she can't. She has no hands. She has arms.
Also, you know what? Now that
She's clapping. She's clapping.
Yeah, come to think of it, I think we see every animatronic on FNAF 2 aside from Wither Golden Freddy and Wither Freddy.
Yeah. Oh, he tries to put on the mask. Yeah, he does use it. Sick, and he uses it to defend himself from Chica. And you said it doesn't.
Now that I see how big it is, I understand why he cannot use a camera. So why not using it then?
Well, no, I don't understand it because you can just lay the camera system on the table in the game. Look, the mechanics of Five Freddy's 2 don't logically make sense. It's just for gameplay.
Yeah, I remember that in FNAF Help Wanted, they just made the camera just the Fazbear mask, just a regular size mask, but by that you could also interact with the cameras and animate the FNAF 2 sections too easy.
Okay, counter argument. The Help Wanted versions are kind of BS. That's not how that went down. Shut up. That mask is way beefier in FNAF 2 than it is there. That's a Halloween mask in Help Wanted. It's supposed to be a full-on Freddy head like the film. This is FNAF 1 Freddy. I just noticed that.
He doesn't have the big yaw.
Yeah, I can tell by the snoz. Anyway, back to Chica. Are we thinking the wizards are aggressive in this film, or are we thinking Mike's just overreacting because of trauma from the first film?
Mm,
Because personally,
that's-
if the lore from the novels still holds true to the films, I feel like they shouldn't be aggressive towards Mike anymore. Because they know they got their killer already. And isn't in the novels, I'm pretty sure that's when they stop being mean.
I mean, I guess they could be controlled um, by the puppet as well. Maybe they try to
Nah.
assist it. So,
Nah, I heavy disagree with that. Cheek is still controlled by Susie for sure, I think. I think the... Yeah... I don't know. Oh, that's alright. I think I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if we actually came to a consensus. But what do we think about the idea that because the second set of murders didn't happen in the film's timeline, that in the film's timeline, the toys could be possessed by the MCI as well? Because I know that's a theory from the games. It's not a theory I ever believed, but it is a theory that exists. And if the second set of murders don't happen in the film's timeline, then that's very, very possible.
yeah, I can see that because they're not referencing a second, um, second incident at the 87 location. So yeah, I imagine they're just going to compact it with the missing children incident.
Oh, I just
So yeah, I think that,
realized. Um, so
Mhm.
in the fourth closet, and I believe by extension Vice Versa's sister location due to the Pizzeria Simulator retcons. Stand by this. This is a retcon. The
they
MCI
happen.
when their souls get split, they revert to being animalistic and don't even have their own thoughts or personality at all. They just turn into remnant that vaguely haunts things because their souls aren't together enough to have conscious thought. If the film repeats, or if the film uses the theory that the MCI is split between two bodies, that could be why both sets of animatronics are aggressive, even though they already know they're caught their killer, because their souls have been split and they aren't aware at all anymore.
That could be interesting. Although, do you think we'll ever get the happiest state minigame then?
Oh, in 3, definitely. We'll get Happiest Day in 3 for sure.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to merge souls then. Maybe just there.
Well, I mean, you could just put them back together. I said the word.
Yeah, I'm screenshots where I can. There's this really good one of Vanessa looking down and the puppet just being up with her hands. So good.
Look at this. Withered Bonnie's eyes aren't even red. They're intentionally trying to make him look less intimidating here. This is out of context from this trailer pulled this shot out of context. This looks like they've tried to tone it down and to make him look friendlier than he did in the game. I fully believe that this was a shot taken out of context and the wizards aren't actually evil.
Yeah, and the pose looks like just like in the Fnaf 2 cameras too, when he's on the vent.
Oh, good call out. Good call out. So, I believe this could be wrong. I'm fine with that. It's just a theory. I think the toys are going to be aggressive because they're controlled by the puppet in some way. I think the puppet's going to be involved in that, either because it's literally like revert. I mean, it's the imagery from the puppet itself, right? Like the puppeteer, the puppet becoming the puppeteer. So I think, or either that, or the toys could be AIs that are being manipulated by the puppet. I don't know. I think the puppet has some involvement in the toys. I feel like the Withers is just going to be Mike freaking out, but then they'll actually be fine and chill. And I think we'll get that really highlighted with Abby, because there's no way they'll attack Abby at this point. Because they only attacked Abby because William Afton screwed with their memories and was controlling them through that. I don't think the puppet is going to do that to that level like William did.
Okay. So, lunch is ready, so I have to go. But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
We commented on.
Yeah, thanks for being here for a bit. I'll see you guys on my end for a while. Alright. So this stream was made very on the spot. What is this person saying to me? They are coming. Jesus Christ. Okay, he sent me more images here. Oh yeah, he was referencing this. This was a shot I was talking about before. It was a really cool shot of the puppet. I caught this when I was watching it. That is a great shot. Mango on the roof. I love this. I love seeing Mango on screen. That's so good. Alright, we can close Discord now. No need to use resources loading that up. How is my resources going, by the way? Sweet, going well, actually. Okay, now back to this. Fascinating. So, some context I wanted to give earlier on that Whoa, I did not take a close enough look at the start. Okay. We'll take a look at the start. Because I didn't analyze this at all. I skipped this, I guess. I mean, I didn't skip it, but I skipped when I was going through things slowly. So we saw this from the YouTuber stuff. Actually, should I turn my... I'm gonna turn my voice slightly down. I think I'm peaking. Yeah. Sorry if I've been completely ear bleeding the entire time. This stream was made very on the spot. This is the group that gets murdered. So, they're ghost people. They're gonna get killed. Yeah. Yeah, there's all this, which I had no idea what I wanted to do with. Jeez. Balloon Boy looks rough. Oh, they're all covered in tops and stuff. Yeah, so these guys are all abandoned. There's the plushies, cute. So the second film location's abandoned. So when does this happen? Is the Fall Fest or Faz Fest, whatever it is that in the past, like the MCI stuff? Because where's the MCI stuff? You know what I'm talking about. I believe it might be. Because if the place is abandoned, then there's no way these guys are being used at this point. I mean, look at Balloon Boy. This is not an active in-use animatronic. This is old. And sure, the toys still look decent condition, but I think that's just for game authenticity. Maybe, at best. I don't know. I don't think... Yeah, I think there'll be two time periods. There'll be the present day, which is where everything looks all crappy, and there'll be the past. And I'm unsure how they'll handle that. I was thinking maybe, like, it could just be flashbacks, just general flashbacks. Maybe Vanessa hallucinations at times. Maybe film reels? I'm not sure. It's very interesting to see how they handle that. What else do I want to look at closely? Oh yeah, here's the MCO stuff. What's over here? I think we've seen a lot of these shots. Okay. That's enough of that. I want to... Yeah, okay, so the context I've been trying to say for like the past however long the stream's been going on for. I love Fnaf 2. Five Freddy's 2 is the first game I played, so this one has a lot of nostalgia value for me. So like, imagine the hype for the first film when everyone was like, oh, I see the first game cast again. This is how I feel towards Five Freddy's 2. All that nostalgia everyone has for 1, for me, is redirected to 2. So I was gonna love this pretty much no matter what. I don't think I could screw this up for me. This dropped at CinemaCon, this trailer, I believe. So we didn't really know when this trailer was dropping, and I thought it would be later on in the day. I thought it'd have to be like midnight morning for me before this came out, so I wasn't prepared in the slightest for this to drop today. So I kind of rushed out a thumbnail. I didn't mess with the audio stuff, so I'm sorry if I was peeking way too much earlier. And I was just so on the hype train that when I first watched through the first few seconds into the stream, if you would join the stream late and wanted to see my actual reaction, that was right at the start, because Senator said he was only going to be in here for a little bit, so I wanted to make sure I did that while he was still available. I was very vocal about it, because it's like, I've been wanting to see the toy animatronics again for so long. These guys have barely reappeared, right? But we never see scrapped versions of the toy animatronics. We see, like, the first game characters plenty of times. We see them withered, and then we see them as phantom. I mean, we see some of the toys as phantoms too, but we see them as phantoms. We see them again as it takes them a while to see them again after that, because everyone obviously knows what Cuthbert and Help wanted, but then we've seen them again in Secret of Mimic recently. And I know we've seen them in some things between then. We see them all the time in the books. The toys, outside of like the Help Wanted, the Special Delivery, the games that kind of feature everyone, outside of those games, I don't believe they've ever reappeared. I don't think they have. We've never seen like what happened to them after the events of 2. Like, I mean, we do in 3. I mean, we do. We see them in 3. As broken down shells. But we never see the like the endoskeletons. Like, I feel like I don't know. They've written the MCI back in so many ways that I feel like they could have written these guys in some way at some point. But I think that's just my nostalgia wanting to see them again. Either way, I've been wanting to see them again for a long time in a meaningful way like this film. That's what I was going to bring up. They don't appear in the books at all. There's not a single book that has a toy animatronics. I think that's kind of the big thing for me. It's like, really? You guys got like the books have like everything. The second game location as well. Technically, this is completely different from the game version of the location. But Jesus, why is this in the dungeon? It isn't in a prize corner. The box is in the freaking dungeon area. Why are they holding Charlotte hostage in the Faz dungeon? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know this isn't the game version of the second game location. Sorry. Yeah, there was a second game location. This is a different version of that location. It's the film version. So it's not the same thing. But I do believe that another thing I've wanted to see for a long time is the second game location in some way. And even just a reimagining of this location is still huge to me. Because, like, again, in the books, it never reappears. Like, you see the first game location a lot of times in the books. You see the whole life cycle, actually. And people, now that the Fazbear Fright series is being adapted, people who are only playing the games are now seeing that with things like Into the Pit. It's like, that location has a whole life cycle and how it evolved over time in the books. And what attractions it had and didn't have. And then the second game location, it's like, it appears in the second game. It appears in the remake of the second game. And then that's it. It barely gets expanded or elaborated on. So just seeing a reimagining of this location also just is a lot for me. And man, Mangle, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Mangle is like the one character from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 who constantly reappears. They've appeared more than the puppet, I'm pretty sure. Because the puppet kind of pissed off after the 6th game. And even then, in the 6th game, you couldn't even see it. Like, he was stuck on Lefty. Mangle has got a lot of appearances, a lot of variants. Definitely the most prevalent Five Nights at Freddy's 2 character, I would say, in terms of appearances. I mean, in terms of story, it's still the puppet, but in terms of appearances, I believe Mangle's the most prevalent. But Mangle's also my favorite, so I love seeing them again anyway. Especially on the roof of a car. Like, damn. Can I get a better shot of this? Are they all going to be extremely blurry because it's on a moving car? Yeah. I guess this is the best we got. Similarly, like, as you saw my excitement several times in the stream, Withered Voxy, and the other Withered, like we see Withered Chica, I see Withered Bonnie. We see a few versions of the Withereds, but very few. It's cool to see these designs again, in live action as well. They look amazing. They really do. They look so good. Better than the games versions, and that's a big statement, considering how good they looked in the games. Looks amazing. Like, why is she clapping? I swear, she's not evil. I can be disproven the theory comes out. But until the film comes out. But I am not seeing this chicken as evil for now. Yeah, so the location's completely different. They've gone outside. They're attacking places everywhere else. Vanessa's hallucinating. I'm sure there's other little details I'm not noticing because I'm kind of blitzing through this and the hype's still just kind of blinding me a little bit. But damn. Yeah, this is prime. This is not modern day. This is definitely a flashback. For sure. Maybe, was this the event Charlotte was killed at, maybe? That'd be cool. If this is that's why this existed. Oh, this could be like Henry. Like, I think Henry, if I recall correctly, a book has confirmed that Henry will be appearing in this film. If I recall correctly, I could be wrong. If that's true, then these flashbacks of the second of the second film location, like when it was operational, could be from Henry. I'm actually really excited to see Henry in this film. Because Henry gets very little in the games. Very little. Like, he gets his debut appearance is like his main thing. His big grand scene in Pizzeria Simone. It was good, it was awesome, but that's kind of all he got. Until Secret of the Mimic. And Secret of the Mimic gave us, like, what? Tiny scraps of Henry stuff. Really, most of Henry's work is in the novels, most of his characterization. So I'd love to see Henry's characterization in the films. Very optimistic about that. I think this is most of what I've got to talk about for now. I think I've covered everything that I want to say off the bat. Okay, no, I do want to analyze these images, actually. There's a few things here I want to take a look at. Is there anything sneaky here? Because they would put something sneaky here. Yeah, obviously, the classic ones, and they put the toys front and center. I believe this one at the top right's Toy Bonnie. But, who's that? Who's this sneaky one at the top left? That's pretty. Who's this black animatronic with segmented limbs? See what I mean? This is why I'm happy I'm analyzing this. Because this... I mean, it might be brown. Maybe it's just really bad compression making it look black when it's actually brown. Because if it's brown, this is just pretty. But I'm a cope for a second. Actually, there is no cope. This is probably just Freddy. Never mind. I retract anything I was about to say. This, I didn't mention it at the time. This is giving me huge Silver Eyes vibes. Those who have read the Silver Eyes, you'll probably know what I mean. Because this is the Abby playing around with electronics, seemingly learning animatronic technology. I don't know, the way she's putting stuff together, it just really reminds me of, like, Charlotte Emily. Or, I guess, sorry, the third Charlie bot, spoiler alert, from the novels. Because she builds these little doodads, I'm pretty sure. She has, like, the heads that repeat words back to her and stuff. Curious if Abby does actually build anything substantial. It'd be cool if there was something lore relevant, or story relevant, sorry, to what she builds. Okay, so I think, unless there's something at the intro that I keep looking over, I think that's all I want to comment on. Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted to stream this. I wanted to get my reaction out here, and I want to get it live. I don't have time for editing right now. Man, I am just so excited for this film, though. Again, even if it wasn't good... Oh, no, don't do that. Even if it wasn't going to be... Even if it didn't look amazing, I still would have been really hopeful just to see stuff from 2 again. Just because it's my big nostalgia game. But it looks amazing. It looks really good. I don't know... You know, all this talk, and I didn't think about the actual plot. The main gist of the film. I didn't look at the bigger picture here. But I think the bigger picture was already kind of revealed by the first teaser. Like, yeah, the toys are all roaming around. Abby wants to fix her friends. She's fixing the withered animatronics, obviously. Mike stops her. Mike gets caught up in or Mike tries to stop her, or follows her. Gets caught up in all this mess. And then something, Puppet got unleashed by these people. And then chaos. Stop the puppet, probably with Henry's help. I think that's the general gist. I think I got that general gist even from the first trailer. So yeah, I don't think there's anything new there. Okay, I want to stop drawing a stream out a bit any longer. I am really excited. Link to this tweet is in the description, but the actual video will probably be uploaded to YouTube later, so maybe just look for that. Thank you to the people who did any sort of chatting, just because chatting is really cool, and I like talking to people, and I like it when people point out cool stuff. And just in general, thanks for the viewers who were here, because I like seeing number go up. And I'll see you next time for whatever video, for the video that's been sitting in my files folder forever that I haven't edited yet, and I've really got to get around to editing it because it's a Secret of the Mimic video, and I've got to make a Secret of the Mimic video. So I haven't talked about it yet because I couldn't live stream it, which sucks. I'm throwing this out again. Okay, bye bye.